mga kawawmat! So in this video, we will discuss about how to evaluate the expression b squared minus 4ac given the value of a, b, and c. And also, we will determine the nature of the roots of the quadratic equations using the discriminant. So in quadratic formula, x is equal to negative b, positive or negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The radicand b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. So itong b squared minus 4ac, ito yung tinatawag nating discriminant. So ano nga ba ang discriminant? Ang discriminant ang magsasabi sa atin o magde-describe kung ano ang nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. So siya ang magsasabi kung anong klaseng solutions or roots ang lalabas kapag ginamit natin ang quadratic formula. So, you must have the value of a, b, and c. So, in using b squared minus 4ac or yung discriminant natin, dapat meron tayong value ng a, b, and c. So, let us try. Evaluate the expression b squared minus 4ac given the following values of a, b, and c. So, I have here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to 4. Alright, so let us substitute the values. So I have here b squared. So since our b is 5, so we will have 5 squared minus, so 4, copy 4, that which is our fixed value, and then our a is 1, and then c is 4. Okay, so we will simplify. So 5 squared is 25 minus 4 times 1, that is 4, times 4, that is 16. So we have 25 minus 16, and that is 9. Next, I have a is equal to 4, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 1. So let us again substitute the values of a, b, c to b squared minus 4ac. So our b is 4, so we will have 4 squared. Our 4, just copy 4, and then our a is 4, and then c is 1. So we will have 4 squared, which is 16, and then 4 times 4, that is 16, times 1, that is 16. So 16 minus 16 is equal to 0. And then we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 2, c is equal to 2. Or positive 2. So let us again substitute the values of a, b, and c. So b squared minus 4ac, our b is negative 2, so negative 2 raised to 2, minus 4, our a is 1, c is 2. So we will have negative 2 raised to 2, that is 4. So positive na siya kasi negative, negative, which makes it positive. So 4 times 1, that is 4, times 2, that is 8. So 4 minus 8, that is negative 4. Now, what is discriminant? So ang discriminant, ito ang ginagamit nating formula or expression. We will have or we will use b squared minus 4ac. Now, if the resulting solution is 0, kapag ang nakuha mo ay 0, after mong gamitin or i-substitute sa b squared minus 4ac, that is the time that you will learn that the roots are real numbers and equal. So, ang discriminant, ang goal niya is para malaman natin kung ano ang nature ng roots using this. So, ito lang ang gagamitin mo, malalaman mo kung anong klaseng roots or solutions ang lalabas kapag gumamit ka ng quadratic formula. So, kapag ginamit mo to, at ang lumabas ay 0 sa solution mo, therefore, pag ginamit mo ang quadratic formula, ang roots or solution mo ay real numbers and they are equal. Okay, now, if gumamit ka ng discriminant na b squared minus 4ac at ang result ay positive and a perfect square, therefore, the nature of the roots are rational numbers and not equal. So, they are not equal. Now, if the result is positive but not a perfect square, the nature of the roots in quadratic equation or formula are irrational numbers and not equal. But if the result is negative, the nature of the roots for quadratic formula has no real roots or solution. So, ito lang ang tatandaan natin. So, itong mga to, kapag ginamit mo ang discriminant, uulitin ko, at ito ang lumabas, so depende sa result, malalaman mo na agad kung ano ang roots or solution na lalabas sa quadratic formula kapag nag-solve ka nito. So, let us have an example. I have here described the roots of x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. So, we will have a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 4, c is equal to 4. Now, it is very important that you must have the correct values of a, b, and c para hindi tayo magkamali sa substitution. Alright, so let us substitute the values to b squared minus 4ac. So we will have our b is negative 4, so we will square it. And then minus 4, our a is 1, c is 4. So we will have negative 4 squared is 16. And then 4 times 1, that is 4 times 4, that is 16. So we will have 0. So kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, kapag ang result ay 0, tatandaan that your solution or the nature of the roots must be a real numbers and it must be equal. So let us check. Let us try to use the quadratic formula. So dapat ang lalabas na roots or solution natin dito ay real numbers and equal. So let us try. So let us substitute the values. So, ganun ulit, substitute B, A, and C. So, eto na siya. So, we will have positive 4 kasi negative, negative, that is positive. Positive or negative, square root of negative 4 squared, that is 16. Minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 4, that is 16. All over 2. So, we now have 4 positive or negative, 0. So, square root of 0. Okay? So, that is 0 over 2. Now, so we will now have 4 plus 0. That is 4 over 2. That is equal to 2. And the other one, since positive or negative siya, the other one is 4 minus 0 over 2. So, we will have 4 over 2, that is equal to 2. So, we prove, so kung mapapansin nyo, dito, sabi kanina, kapag ang result mo dito ay 0, the solution or roots, o yung nature of roots mo ay real numbers at equal sila. So, as you can see, after na i-substitute natin siya sa quadratic formula, equal sila. So, okay. So, that is the first case. Next. Describe the roots of x squared plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. So, let us substitute the value of a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7, and c is equal to 10. Okay? So, b squared minus 4ac. So, ilalagay natin lahat ng values ng a, b, c. So, we will have ang b natin ay 7. So, 7 squared minus 4. Our a is 1. Our c is 10. So, let us simplify. So, 7 times 7, yan ay 49. And then 4 times 1, that is 4, times 10, that is 40. Let us simplify. So we have 49 minus 40, that is 9. So ang nakuha natin ay 9. And we all know that 9 is a perfect square. So kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, kapag ang result ay greater than 0 and a perfect square, the roots or the solution of the quadratic equation are rational numbers but not equal. Remember this. Ulitin ko, if the result is greater than 0 and it is a perfect square, the roots or the solution of the quadratic equation are rational and not equal. So let us check using quadratic formula. So let us substitute the values. Lagay natin si b. Our b is 7. So ayan siya. And then square root of, since this is b squared, so 7 squared minus 4. Our a is 1. C is 10. So 2 times a, that's so since our a is 1. And then we will have negative 7, positive or negative square root of 9. Why? Because 49, so ito ay magiging minus 4. This is 40. So 49 minus 40, that is 9. So diniretso na natin. So now, square root of 9 is a perfect square. So we will have negative 7, positive or negative 3 over 2. Okay? So we have two solutions. So the first one is negative 7 plus, kasi positive or negative to. So plus 3 over 2. So let us simplify. Negative 4 over 2. So ang makukuha natin dito ay negative 2. The other one is negative 7 minus 3, kasi negative yung isa. So over 2, we will have negative 10 over 2 and that is negative 5. So balikan natin. The resulting solutions or roots or the nature of the roots are rational numbers but not equal. So as you can see, they are not equal and they are rational numbers. Next. So describe the roots of x squared plus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. So again, we will substitute. Ilalagay natin yung mga values natin dun sa discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. So I have here, our b is 6, so 6 squared minus 4. Our a is 1, c is 3. So, ang pagsasubstitute, madali lang. You will just look at your values. Dito ka lang magbe-base kung ano yung mga variables mo dito, yun lang yung lalagyan natin. Okay? So, our 6 squared is 36. And then 4 times 1 is 4 times 3, that is 12. Since this is minus, this is minus. So, we will have 36 minus 24. Now, 24 is a positive. Okay? But, this is not a perfect square. Okay? So, the nature of the roots or solution of the quadratic equation are irrational numbers and they are not equal. Okay? Let us prove using quadratic equation. So again, let us substitute the values of a, b, and c. So we will have negative. So our b is 6. And then square root of b squared. So 6 squared minus 4. Our a is 1. C is 3. So wala namang mahirap sa pagsasubstitute, no? Actually, ang ginagawa lang natin, puro substitution lang. Okay? All over 2 times 1 since this is a. So our a is 1. Let us simplify. So we will have negative 6, positive or negative square root of 24, all over 2. So that is equal to negative 6, positive or negative 2, square root of 6. Bakit naging 2 square root of 6? Because that is 4 times 6. So, ang 24 natin it can be extracted as 4 times 6. And 4 is a perfect square, that is 2. And then si 6 not, so nandun lang siya sa loob, maiiwan siya. Okay, so we will have two solutions. The first one is negative 6 plus 2 square root of 6 all over 2. We will have negative 3 plus square root of 6. Alright? And then the next one is negative 6 minus 2 square root of 6 all over 2. So we will have negative 3 minus square root of 6. So bakit siya naging negative 3? Bakit? Nag-factor out tayo dito. Okay? So, bakit tayo nag-factor out? Diba? The GCF for 6 and 2 is 2. Okay? So, 2 times negative 3, that is negative 6. And then 2 times 2, 2 divided by 2 is, wala na siya. So, 1. So, hindi na natin kailangan isulat. Alright? So, as you can see, the resulting solutions or roots ay irrational numbers and it's not equal. Okay? So, always remember that if the result here in your discriminant is positive but not a perfect square, dyan mo malalaman, makikita mo kagad na, ang magiging solutions ko or roots kapag ginamit ko ang quadratic formula ay irrational numbers and they are not equal. Next, describe the roots of x squared plus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So we will have a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 5. Alright, so let us substitute. Our b squared is 2. So, substitution lang tayo lagi. So, 2 squared, that is 2 squared, minus 4, our a is 1, c is 5. Okay, let us simplify. So, 2 squared is 4, 4 times 1, that is 4 times 5, that is 20. So, 4 minus 20, that is negative 16. Now, our discriminant is a negative number. Okay, we all know, sabi ko nga kanina, na kapag less than 0 siya or negative number, the roots or the solution of the quadratic equation has no real roots or solution. Wala tayong solution para dito. So, tingnan natin. I-prove natin using quadratic formula. So, let us substitute the values. So, we will have, ganun ulit, so substitute si b. Ayon si b, that is 2. Positive or negative, square root of 2 squared minus 4. Our a is 1, c is 5, all over 2 times a, which is 1. So, we will have negative 2, positive or negative, 4 minus 20 because 4 times 1 is 4 times 5, that is 20, all over 2. So, we will now have negative 2, positive or negative square root of 16 over 2. Now, let's see. Let's see the solution. So, we will have negative 2 plus square root of 16 over 2. Now, we all know that we cannot have negative product kapag nagmumultiply tayo ng numbers by itself. It's always positive. Okay? Always remember that. So, kapag nagmumultiply tayo ng halimbawa, negative 2 times negative 2, it's positive. 2 times 2, it's positive. Okay? So, negative 16, ibig sabihin, wala tayo niyan. Okay? And then, another one, negative 2 minus square root of negative 16. So, wala tayo nito. Ulitin ko, kapag nagmumultiply tayo ng dalawang numbers by itself, dapat positive lagi ang result niya. But since this is negative, ibig sabihin, wala tayo nun. So, ibig sabihin, it has no real roots or solution. So, na-prove natin na kapag ang discriminant natin ay negative, then the quadratic equation has no real roots or solution.